Hey everybody, it's LeBaron, the Disabled Fragrance Guy, and I'm back for another review. Before I start my review, however, if you wouldn't mind, please feel free to like this video and to subscribe to the channel. Your support means everything to me. I wanted to take a minute to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, all those supermen out there doing your thing with your families. You guys deserve a video shout out, so thank you for being who you are. Happy Father's Day, and I hope you enjoy. I wanted to take a few minutes to actually make this review very personal, and I will do so. This review is going to be on a fragrance that I procured from an outstanding individual, Shawn Crenshaw, and his fragrance, Ovation for Men. Shawn and I have spoken a couple of times. He has shepherded me through my range of wacky ideas and has lent a voice of advice and support for my Instagram and my new YouTube channel, which you're watching now. So thank you, Shawn, for just your support and your care about others in the fragrance community. I really, truly do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ovation for Men comes in a 50 ml bottle. Bottle presentation is quite sleek. It's simple. It doesn't really reinvent the wheel or anything, but you're not wearing the bottle around your neck. You're wearing the juice inside, so it doesn't have to be, above and beyond. And I actually kind of like the simplicity of the bottle. It's a kind of a refreshing take on just the more simple things in life, and I really do appreciate that. The fragrance inside, the notes are cardamom, tobacco, vetiver, cashmere wood, and Calabrian bergamot. All notes that I actually truly do love. Upon first spray, I get the bright Calabrian bergamot, and I'll spray on my hand right here. Oh, here we go. Great distribution. I get a bright Calabrian bergamot, and the vetiver is definitely there in the background, and the tobacco takes a prominent role as well. So that trio of notes right there is really appealing to me and really pleasing. I am not really sure where the cashmere wood comes into play in all this. I really can't detect it, but that's just me. It's got a fresh, kind of a barbershop type vibe to it. And I really enjoy that because it takes me back to a place of a great memory when I was a kid and used to go to the barbershop when I had hair to get my hair cut. The barber would take out his shears and his combs and everything, and that smell of barbasol would just waft into the air, and I was in heaven. That was great. I mean, that was a Saturday morning to me. If I wasn't watching Inside NBA and getting my hair cut and smelling barbasol, something was very wrong. Longevity on my skin, Ovation for Men lasts 9 hours. I have tremendous skin, so most fragrances last between 6 and 9 hours. Then we get into the extras and, just 24 hours plus with those. But luckily, I have been blessed with good skin, so this is going to last about 9 hours on my skin. The brand celebrates the king in every man, and I love that. I love that. I love that. And this is where this review is going to take a personal turn for me, because today being Father's Day, I have not been able to celebrate the king in every man, or at least the man that I should be celebrating the king in, my dad, because we were estranged for most of my life. My dad was an absent father. He had problems with addiction. My parents got divorced when I was 2 years old, and while I had spoken to my dad a handful of times when he was living, in 2011 he was taken from this earth in a violent manner, and due to his inebriation. And so the questions that I obviously had at that time and still have will never be answered. I wasn't able to celebrate him as I should have, and I spent a lot of my teenage years in my early 20s being mad at him for not being there. And so the ovation that he should have gotten, he didn't get. Now being 42 years old, I will tell you that I was wrong. I was completely in the wrong. I was completely in my stubbornness. I was completely in my own way. And I should not have done that. I should not have been that way. Because if you are not forgiving of those who have wronged you, or those you perceive who have wronged you, or those who have taken a different path that has led them down a negative road, if you hold on to that, if you harbor that, it's only going to affect you. And it affected me for quite some time. I am absolutely certain that my dad would be a fragrance fanatic just like I am. As a matter of fact, I could honestly see myself pitching him suggestions for what he should wear. I'm sure that would be the case. But this is, while it was a hard decision to open myself like this in this video, I know it's due. He's due this recognition. It's Father's Day. He was my father. He is due this recognition. The images I have of men of color when I was growing up aren't that good. I didn't really have a male role model of color when I was growing up. And so for Shawn Crenshaw to celebrate men of color, the king in every man, it really kind of resonates with me, because that's what I was longing for back then. It's kind of what I'm longing for now. However, I do have a couple of gentlemen in my life, a few gentlemen in my life that have really just astounded me with their fatherly ability, their poise, their grace, their temperament. Shout out to my father-in-law, brother-in-law, my uncle, and my cousin. They have just gone above and beyond to show me personally what a true king is supposed to be, how he is supposed to act, how he is supposed to just exist in this world. And so I truly appreciate that at this time in my life, when I didn't have that back then. Through my faith, I have forgiven my dad. It did not come easy. It took a long time. But I recognized finally that forgiveness does not mean weakness. Forgiveness actually means you are strong. And I'm going to continue to be strong, because at this age in this life, while I didn't have what I needed growing up, I am bound and determined to be what someone else needs. Now, I don't have children, but I have nephews, I have friends with children, and I am going to be what they need, the role model they need, the support system that they need. And that's going to have to sustain me, and it will sustain me. So thank you, Shawn, again for Ovation for Men. If you have not experienced this fragrance, it may take you on an emotional journey like it took me. I would highly suggest you pick this up. I will leave a link in the description to Shawn's website down below. Thank you again. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you with the next video.